Well, hello, good afternoon. Dave here.
And Jill.
And we're back. We're home, aren't we?
We are.
Don't want to be home, but we're home. While we've been away on our fortnight and a bit, or a bit less, tour of Scotland, we discovered a few things about the van that we thought we'd share with you.
That's right.
Didn't we?
We did.
These are going to be in no particular order, not in any kind of, these are things you must do, starting here and getting there. It's just stuff that as it more or less comes to head. And I'm going to start with Jill's Duvalays.
My Duvalays.
Your Duvalays.
It's fabulous. I just love it. In fact, I'm even thinking about taking it in the house. It's a Duvalay, and I sleep really well.
It has to be said, according to Jill, she sleeps better in the van than she does in the house.
Yes.
I've no idea why that is.
It's probably darker,
Maybe.
but there you go.
So Duvalays. Comfort rating?
Oh, 10 out of 10 for me.
Getting into bed rating?
10 out of 10.
Cuddling up and going off to sleep?
10 out. It's just fabulous. I just love it. And that's what they term the summer weight one.
4.5 tog.
4.5 tog.
Yes. Don't be misled by what they write on the packet. It's not 2.5 tog, it's 4.5 tog.
Well, yeah, it is 4.5.
4.5 tog.
And we certainly weren't cold.
Anything but. It'll see we're through the winter, I think.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we'll still take the other one just in case, but can't see that we'll use it.
I can't see we'll use it. No, I don't think we will. So that's the Duvalays. You find that very comfortable.
Anybody that doesn't know what a Duvalay is, it's a sleeping bag
Without a zip.
without a zip down the side. So you just throw it back on one side.
It's a bit more than that. It's got the mattress on the bottom. I got you the cool mattress. The cool. I forget what it's called now, but it's the cool mattress, and it is cool. That's in one pocket. Then you've got your duvet in the other pocket, and there's just no zip down the side, and it overlaps by about 18 inches. So you've got plenty of room to roll over. Even a fat lad gets fully covered and my bum doesn't stick out.
No.
Well, you said it didn't.
No, it didn't.
So that's the Duvalays.
Yes.
That's the Duvalays.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Anything else on a night time?
Yes. The fridge light.
The fridge light. Oh, dearie me, yes, the fridge light.
Not the inside light.
No.
On the front of the fridge is the tiniest little pinhole blue light, which you think, no problem. But when all the lights are out, it's like the moon reflected on the blinds above the sink.
Yes, on the blind above.
It's huge, this circle of white light. It's not even blue.
No,
light.
it's not even blue.
White
Mind you,
light.
it's projecting onto Ecru.
Well, yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a bit...
Yes. Is
yeah.
Ecru a colour?
Yes,
Right. Is that the right colour?
yes.
Because I'm colourblind,
Yeah.
don't you know? Anyway, yes, it even scared the living doohickeys out of me. So we have made a change. As you will be seeing on your screen now, you know them little black sticky things that you can use to clag pictures on walls and stuff like that? I got one of those, chopped it up a bit, stuck it over so that we can get to, because that's the switch is where the light is.
Yep.
So we can get to it and switch it on and off and check whether it's on gas or electric or whatever it is it's on. And so it's all good. And that stops the light from shining across and scaring the living bejesus out of you, doesn't it?
Yes, and because it's black, it just blends in.
Yes.
Yes.
But I've left the writing on
So that we know.
so that we know that it's there. Otherwise, getting on a bit, we'll forget, won't we?
Well, yes.
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 So that's another thing for on a night.
Yeah.
The other thing as well, as you may know, we use these things, e-cigs. Nothing wrong with that. Perfectly allowable. But they require battery charging, don't they? And battery charging on a night means more lights, usually blinking.
Well, it's not just those, it's iPads and phones
And all kinds of things.
batteries and anything that needs charging.
Yes, and it needs quite a bit of USB and stuff like that. So, as you will be seeing on screen at the moment. What we now call the electrics cupboard has been pressed into use such that anything that will work off 12 volt and a 12 volt output is in the cupboard at the top and can be locked away, which means that the batteries, which put a hell of a lot of light out from the charger, can be in there getting charged up, whereas USB stuff works off this really rather delightful 3 240 volt output, and I can't count them. How many is there? Half a dozen USB charging outputs, and that's all run off the 240 volt. Now here's the good thing, when we're off grid, as it were, because we've done that a lot, haven't we? No. The inverter, the big battery, will run all of that and a little bit more. So that's all good. We can keep everything working fine, can't we?
Yeah.
So all the electrics are taken care of over there, and again, that cuts the light out and keeps everything nice and dark, which you like.
Yeah.
Talking about night times, and I don't know whether I'll put any B-roll in of this, but we need to let people know. This thing's come with the Remo internal pulley acrossy blinds that just about every van has, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's an option, sometimes it's not. This one's got them, and we tried them at Hoik and the Whale.
Yes.
And
we
then,
didn't use the silver screen.
no, we didn't use the silver screen. We just put the Remos over.
Because we thought, just being there for one night,
Why bother? And
Why
it was
bother?
piddling it down, and we
Yeah.
didn't really want all the water going into the shower, which, thinking about it, doesn't make a lot of sense. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, yes. So, no. We woke up both mornings after the overnight to discover that the windscreens were completely, totally and utterly fogged to bits. That in itself is not so much of a problem because it's easily enough wiped off. What worries me is what's happening right the way through the night. Is it running down the screen? And if it is, where's it going? From the third night onwards, we stuck our tailor-made silver screen on. No condensation, was there?
no.
No condensation
Not
at all. Absolutely perfect, exactly the way it should have been. We were happy as Larry and pigs in clarts, which is not something you have for Christmas.
No.
It was, yes. So, if you're wondering, silver screen. The Remos really, I suppose, are if you're at the beachside and you want to get your cosy changed and you're a little bit shy.
Yeah, I mean, the summer is also different.
Yes.
Because you'll not
It's
get
unlikely
as
you'll
much
get
condensation.
You'll
then.
not.
It's
No, you'll not
the
get
cold outside and the warmer inside.
Yes, quite.
But-
So yes. Cold weather, silver screen.
Yeah.
Hot weather, silver screen keeps it cooler inside the
Well,
van.
yes.
But anyway, yes, certainly in cold weather you're going to want an external silver screen. It doesn't have to be silver; it can be any colour you like, I suppose, depending on where you're getting it from. But that's what we would say, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'll certainly use it.
Get shot of the condensation, and that's a good way to go. That's pretty much night time taken care of, isn't it?
Yeah, we remember to turn the microwave off because that's the same as it's a red
Yes.
light, not a blue light.
And it flashes.
And yeah, so we turn the microwave off.
Yes.
We never set the clock. It works without having to set the clock.
Yes.
I don't set the clock because, to be quite honest, you can't see it from where we sit.
No. The other thing I will say as well about the microwave that is in the Winchcombe is it doesn't have a rotatable doodah, a turntable plate thingy going. Doesn't do any of that.
No.
The happens behind closed doors up in the top or whatever. It's however it works. I
Yeah.
don't know. But there's nothing to turn around, so there's no glass plate that you've got to wrap in God knows what to stop it from rattling about. It's brilliant. Pull up, switch on, shove the milk in for a nice milky coffee.
Yeah, you've got to make sure you put it in the middle though.
Yes.
There are, if you're a bit taller than me, you'll be able to see them. There are circles in the middle of the base.
Show you where to centre things.
Yeah.
Yes, it's where the taller amongst us occasionally get called in. But once you know where to go,
Well, yes.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy. It's easy. So I think that's it about night timing. I can't think of anything else.
No.
No. Arrival on site. Now then, we have a routine when we arrive, haven't we? We pull up, Jill chucks her phone on the table and checks for level. Yes, because we've taken to when we're travelling, having the table stuck in the hole in the floor.
Yes.
We just thought we'd try it and we've ended up doing it, haven't we? Because it's handy. Yes.
Yep.
More of that and none. So Jill will chuck our phone on, check for level and see how we're going. And that's fine. And if we're level, the next thing is to put the stairs down. Now the Winchcombe has got caravan style stairs at the back corner, and you get a hand cranky thing with it, which when we've used it normally lies in the driver's side footwell to be reminded that the stairs are down before you drive off. It's too short. It's far too short. So
Can I just say, it's not that it won't reach where it needs to go, but when you wind it, it's very difficult to wind it and not hit the van.
yes,
As you're doing it.
it hits the mudguard,
Yeah.
whatever, the valance, whatever you want to call it. However, this beastie does it. Now this one's an 18-inch one, I think. It's probably nearly 2 foot actually, looking at
I
it.
would think so.
Length, no, it's 18-inch, length of my forearm. This is 18 inches or 50 centimetres in new money, there or thereabouts. And you can see the end, right? That's dead easy to get on, and then they're down, they're up. That's how long it takes. Dead easy to do with the drill. You can pick them up at your local caravan and motorhome shop for about £6, so why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Doesn't touch on the any of the bodywork really, and gets them up and down very, very quickly.
Yep.
And yeah, so there you go. So if it's raining, you are there for seconds per leg, and you don't get soaking wet and freezing cold.
right.
The next thing is, now the Winchcombe has full-time water if you want it, as in like a mains connection. In America you call it city water, they call it, and that plumbs into their system, bypasses the tank and just opens when you need it. With the Winchcombe, the aqua source lead plugs into the outside of the van, and then on the control panel you set it to autofill, which means as soon as you get on your pitch, plug that in, get it all running. If your tank's completely empty, it'll fill your tank up until it is completely full, and then as you take water out, it's taking water out and lets a bit more in. That has worked flawlessly while we've been away, hasn't it?
Yeah, superb.
Absolutely flawlessly. So that gets connected up. However, the big I'm going to call it a disadvantage, a little bit of a drawback. It comes with one of those flat hoses that lies flat, which can be a complete pain in the proverbial to wind up again, because one, you've got to get all the water out, otherwise it diddles all over wherever you're putting it, and two, actually winding it round the thing itself is a pain in the backside. So we pressed a flex reel into play, such that the extension for it, which we've not needed to use yet, goes onto the reel first. That gets all wound up, then it all gets connected up, and we end up with the connector into the tank on the outside. So the routine is connected into the tank, walk away, connect it up onto the tap, turn it on, job's a good one.
It is.
Yes. The other change I've made as well, yes, we have booked a change to be made to the Winchcombe for levelling. We're having E&P self-levelling system fitted, and right at the beginning of December, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that. Now, I know there'll be people out there that are saying, you're lazy, idle, whatever. Yes, all of that, all of the above is true, but I'm getting on. My hips are shut, my back's shut, and yes, getting up onto these ramps has proved to be interesting, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible,
Not impossible, far from it,
but yeah.
but they don't have to take up some room,
Yes, that's a lot of it as well, isn't it?
They take up a lot of room. And two, and possibly the most important thing, toy. Self-leveling system's a toy, and we all know he who dies with the most toys wins. Isn't that right?
So you say.
But you can just imagine the situation. You pull up, you press the button. While the button is pressed and it's levelling up, which takes about 2 minutes, you've got your electric. The minute it's level and you can knock the engine off, you plug the electric in, so the gas hasn't been used to turn your fridge on.
No.
Everything's and what I want to see here, you see, is there are slight issues with the sinks in the Winchcombes. And everybody's saying the same thing. The kitchen sink takes a while to empty. It's a little bit slow, but I'm not sure that we've ever had it exactly level. On one occasion, I think we must have, because it just went down, didn't it?
Well, it did, yeah. That was the. Yeah.
So my thinking is, get this, and I might not have to do any work to the kitchen sink to make it drain faster, although...
It's not, for us, it's not an issue.
No.
I'm not.
Yes, so 1st of December we go to get the levelling systems done. We're going to Ulverston. We'll tell you where. There'll be a separate video about that.